Lofgren to Danielson. Danielson back to Schutz. Danielson posting on Bishop.
Oh, wow.
Got it, and the foul again. How about these moves we are seeing from Molly Danielson?
Double came late. She was able to split it.
Go right to Rogenbuck in transition. Goes back out to Atencio. Tries again. Yes, sir! Tanner Atencio. 3 first-half triples like he had last night against the Bruins.
Well, he's hot.
Making huge plays here in the fourth quarter.
Trying to get it to Corey, who's got the matchup with Algonaldo now.
Right side with Reagan.
Trying to find a way to get it to her.
Shoots over to the corner. Landis. Bang! Brooke Landis. 10 tonight. 8 in the second half, and the Cats lead 53-50. 55 reads the game clock. Here's Lohman. Lohman had space, thought about it. Goes back out to Hilton. Hilton finds Rogenbuck with the slam! We've been waiting for that for a while.
You know, he can climb it when he wants to, and Rogenbuck.
January in Walla Walla. Reagan, right side to Lofgren, 8 to shoot. Lofgren, hot hand early, trying to work on McCracken. Picks up her dribble, 3 to shoot.
Great
the
pass.
By now. Floater is good over Stone. What a dime by Shasta Lofgren.
That entire play there.
Rogenbuck from way out there. Yes, sir!
What a hit there. Great play. Wow, the side out of bounds as that shot's off, and the Cats have the 7-point lead.
Smoke coming off the fingertips of the man from Marin County. He's got 19 as the Cats lead 40. Back here in McMinnville. The Blues 7-8 all-time in the Northwest Conference, but winless on the road. They're 7-7 since 2011. This is their 9th straight conference tourney appearance. They've made the NCAA tournament the last 4 years and at least to the Sweet 16 in all 4, and of course the Final 4 in 2017. As here is Hilton going to try and get one inside, and he will off the glass. Graham, do you think this might have anything to do with the start we've seen tonight? These Blues, although a lot of guys who have just worked their way into the rotation this year, they have this postseason experience, while the Wildcats do not.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of players up and down this line have been involved in conference championships and things of that nature. Is that one going to end up with Linfield again?
Terrific double-team defense from Gibb and Hilton in the paint against Colton. Gibb wide open. Cash money!
Needed that there from Grant Gibb. Good job of hitting that 3 in the second one of the game for the Wildcats.
17-12 now. Gibb, it's good to see his shot going. He's been a little bit quiet here over the last few weeks. Did have 12 against Whitman on Friday. Cats able to string together a couple stops now.
That's big. That's really big, too. Momentum starting to swing back the other way a little bit.
And a chance to cut it down to one possession score. Burghardt. Hilton now in the high post. Trying to find a cutter. Going to go to Lohman on the left side. Atencio for 3. And he is going to have 3 at the line with the foul going against Robert Colton.
Yeah, keep an eye on that as well. Robert Colton, as we talked about, disqualified from the last game due to 5 fouls. And that's going to be big because then the momentum really, really went Linfield's way there in the second half there down the stretch.
Well, Tanner Atencio, the 6'4", 180 senior out of McMinnville High School. 11.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists a game, 113 total, which is now the 11th most in a season in program history. Misses the first free throw, even though shooting 49% from the field, 40% from 3, 86% from the line. Second in the conference in steals, 4th in assist to turnover, and 7th in three-pointers made with 53. And, of course, all Northwest Conference second team.
Yeah, I think, it could have gotten the nod for first team, but again, the points per game is a little bit lower than those other guys there, but that's just in such a large part because of how much of a team player Tanner Atencio is. Great distributor, as we've talked about, and the defensive leader for the Wildcats.
Top 18 in the conference in every statistical category except for blocks. Here as he is going to get 2 of 3. Rogenbuck in for Burghardt. Crowd chanting defense. Here's Vickers back in the game along with Osborne. Duckett can't hit it. Just 28% from 3. Career low shooting splits for Duckett across the board.
Yeah, and really that outside shot for him has really been struggling, but he can't get steals like he just did right there.
He'll try and go at Gibb. Gets him in the air. Turn around. Short. Rogenbuck the board. And a foul now, probably against Duckett.
No, I think they're going to get Warner.
Yeah,
Warner was the one that went
Warner.
across and said, hey, that was on me.
Yeah.
But that's what you want. You want Duckett going amongst the trees, and if he's going to shoot that three-pointer, that's fine. Get a handout on him, but for the most part, worry about the box out.
Aaron Bonney back in for Austin Hilton. Jaron Kirkley back in for Darnay Duckett. Cats are 5 of 21, and the Blues are 8 of 18, but Linfield got the lead back down to 3 after the 11-point lead to start for Whitman. And a rare situation here where the Cats have actually taken more shots from the Blues. Usually that's how the Blues can lead games, even if they're not shooting too high.
Absolutely. Whitman shoots the most shots as Warner gets a block, shoots the most shots per game. Linfield about 8th.
In the lane.
Good
How about
finish.
the finish from Nikola Trifunovic?
Yeah, out of Seattle Prep, and we know that this guy has the ability to score the basketball, but has struggled as of late, as we've said, but trying to get himself going here.
5th on the team in scoring at 10.1 points a game, but just one of his last 10 games in double figures and was just 1 of 7 against the Wildcats on Friday night. Lohman here up top. 9 minutes left in the first half. 10 to shoot. Lohman going to go into the paint with Bonney, and they turn it over. Number 5 for Linfield.
Just another careless pass there from Linfield as Dempsey Rogenbuck, I think, is going to undercut Warner and get the foul.
Second against Linfield, first against Rogenbuck.
Yeah, Whitman second in the conference in field goals made per game, about 32 a game. They attempt the second most in the conference as well. You look over on the flip side for the Wildcats in that situation, yes, 8th in the conference when it comes to total shots attempted. So they try to go for the best looks that they can get, and they will use up the shot clock compared to Whitman, who will get down the court and can shoot early in the clock.
3rd in the country in points per game this year are the Blues. 3rd in free throws attempted, 11th in three-point field goal made, and 13th in turnovers forced. So Warner splits the pair, and it's 20 to 14. Atencio right wing. Finds Rogenbach cutting with a lane. Kick out here to Gibb. One more to Bonney. Open for 3. Off, and Bonnie's shooting struggles continue. Brought great energy last weekend, but could not find his jumper.
Yeah, no, not at all. I believe he only hit 1 3 on about 10 or 12 attempts last weekend. Really struggled in that department.
Vickers is off, and both of these teams now struggling to score. The Blues won for their last 7. The Cats scoreless for now, just under 2 minutes. Atencio trying to work Osborne here. Osborne, a solid defender, into the corner. Lohman open. Around and off. Linfield 2 for 10 to start from downtown tonight. Here as Gibb tips the pass from Vickers out of bounds.
Another really good look. Most of the time when Max Lohman's got a corner 3, you expect it to go down.
7:55 to go here in the first half. We'll be right back on the LSN. You're watching the first round of the Northwest Conference Men's Basketball Tournament. So Janik will go to the line here. Neither team has missed a beat since coming out of the locker rooms. George Fox is 5 of 7. Linfield 5 of 8. Janik off on the first free throw. Averages 12 points a game. Second on this team. Top 20 in the Northwest Conference. 44% from the field. 31% from 3. 79% from the line. Able to get the second to go, so he splits the pair, makes it 57-52. He'll take a break, and Devon Walker back in. Matt Berger will check in for Linfield to tag Grant Gibb.
Yeah, good minutes from Berger in the first half. Had 3 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists for the big fella.
Matthew Durkick's back in at the timeout for George Fox. Here's Rogenbuck. Cats able to break the press. Over to Atencio. Atencio driving on Walker. Has a mismatch there. Goes to Berger in the high post instead. Hands it off to Rogenbuck. Takes the long 2. Cans it! Dempsey with 18 tonight. Had a season high of 31 when the Bruins came to McMinnville on January 4th.
Yeah, that mid-range jumper really working for him tonight.
Underneath, Ryan Lacey gets Atencio in the air and puts it in for 2. Ryan Lacey trying to improve on a shaky first half. He's got 9 now on the night. Full court turnover there by the Wildcats. Bonine gets a hand on the pass the other way, so it'll be a side inbound, but deep in the backcourt for George Fox. Cats have got to continue to try and limit those turnovers. Haven't turned it over yet here in the first 5 minutes and 5 seconds of the second half, but had 9 in the first.
Yeah, I think the big thing right now is just trying to find ways to get stops. George Fox still shooting 50% from the field.
Down low, Ryan Lacey. Rogenbuck got a hand in there to tap it out of bounds. And it will be George Fox inbound in the deep corner, right in front of their own bench. Lohman will come back in for Atencio. Sly gets it in here to Ryan Lacey. The forward averaging over 15 points a game. Hands it off to Walker. They go to Mercado Smith in the corner. Good defense here from Lohman, but Mercado Smith able to shake him, create space for three, and knock it home to make it 59-57 with 14:23 left. And Bonine called for the 5-second call on the baseline inbound.
Well, when you look at George Fox, coming into this game, they were only shooting 30% from three-point land as a team. That was 8th in the conference. They were only hitting about 8 a game. That was 7th. But tonight, they've been able to get that shot to go down, shooting 42% from three-point range, hitting 6 of them.
So they have it back now with a chance to tie or take the lead for the first time tonight. Walker goes left side with Mercado Smith, just drained the big triple in Lohman's face. They go to Walker in the corner, puts it on the floor, working on Berger. Step back from 15, gets the roll, and we're tied at 59. Devon Walker and these GFU guards are getting shifty right now against the Wildcats in a larger lineup.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy shot there from Devon Walker. Had to go with the step back with the big player coming at him.
Crowd chanting defense. Lohman going in on Walker. Goes to his left. Goes
nice
to
pass.
Berger. Counted in the foul. Matt Berger. You wouldn't even know he was hit on that one. That's how strong the big fella is at 6'7", 225 out of LaSalle High.
Well, that's how you get him to quiet down. Respond here with a layup. Would love to see him hit this and one. He had an opportunity to do this against Whitman. He couldn't get it. And gets that one, though. Number 32 in purple. Big play there from Matt Berger.
Cats are 7 of 11 from the charity stripe tonight. 13 and a half minutes left. Linfield up by 3, and they force the turnover there on the errant pass intended for Zach Sly that goes out of bounds. Bonine gets it into Rogenbuck. Over to Lohman here on the left side. Rosenberg calling for space. Bonine drives to the free throw line, trying to work, gets around off the glass and in against Matthew Durkix. Nice to see Carson Bonine able to shake off a slightly larger defender.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact there too. Bonine able to show the strength and get the finish.
Left side here with Sly, puts it on the floor, drives against Bonnie, and goes high glass. This Zach Sly kid, he's going to be a player for Mako Hamilton.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Again, showing the ability to put it down on the deck, get around Bonnie.
Bonnie traveled. No, they say he stepped on the sideline as he skidded his feet trying to bring in the pass on the outlet from Rogenbuck.
Yeah, not a lot Bonnie can do in that situation, but again, it's just going to add up to be another Linfield turnover, number 11 in the game.
Bonnie will come out now. Atencio back in. Durkix and Ryan Lacey out. Strickland back in along with Emilio Mancol. Mancol going against Lohman, putting the moves on, splits the D and finishes with the reverse off the glass.
George Fox is hitting some really difficult shots now.
Bonine here to Lohman in transition. Lohman to Berger underneath. Mismatch. Can't finish off the glass. And the rebound. Nobody able to haul it in. A foul called here. We aren't sure who it's against. A lot of contact there in the trenches. And it goes against Dempsey Rogenbuck.
A little surprised there. It looked like a George Fox player had tried to rip the ball out of his own teammate's hands.
Gibb will come in for Bonine. Hilton in for Berger. Rose wants his starters back out there. And Devon Walker will walk it up for George Fox. 64-63. Bruins still have not taken the lead tonight, but Mancol kicks to the corner. Walker the three. Airballs it. Lohman able to bring in the loose ball. And goes to Atencio here to try and get it up against Walker. Back to Lohman to get it across the timeline. Lohman out to Gibb. Gibb working on Mercado Smith. Posting up. Can't finish. Hilton finds the loose ball and lays it up and in to make it 66-63. A little bit of a quiet night for Hilton.
I was going to say, I would love to see Hilton try to get more involved. I feel like he hasn't got a lot of touches there at the free throw line.
4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Here comes Zach Sly careening through the paint, unable to finish at the glass. And Rogenbuck able to get it out to Lohman, hand off to Atencio to set up the offense. Atencio calling for a little patience now. Working on Mercado Smith, takes him to the elbow, goes out to Gibb on the left wing against Strickland. Gibb fakes the handoff to Lohman, now goes to Hilton here on the low block, double team. Somebody's got to be open. Rogenbuck posts up here on Mancole and gets the easy 2.
Hilty doing a great job showing the composure there with the double coming.
His 4th assist of the night, and that makes it 68-63 with 11:11 on the clock.